Hello, Susanna Easdale here. I haven't been filming for a bit because I haven't been very well. Still not feeling 100%. Filled up on, Codral and, got a bit of a cold, which I woke up on Mother's Day and had a cold. So, yes, my son shared that with me. Isn't he nice? Anyway, I am here today. I've got all these bits and pieces left from like this here. This was from the rim of the frilly part of the sofa and the chairs and all that I've got. So, and I thought I want to use these up and make them into little packs and all that kind of stuff. And Corinne suggested, that I make her a little Japanese rice bag, and she makes one for me for each other for Christmas, and I'll be taking it with me when I go to Corinne's place. So I've got, these are the bits and pieces. I've started sewing on this one. There wasn't very many of these. She got the last one. So yeah, there wasn't very many of these, and I thought I had to make it, well, Lily Ming's Lily of the Valley, which is Susanna. So you thought, I wanted to do it in my style, but something that she would like. So I've started doing that. And then I did a tulip because that's, Dutch, and did that and that. So you have 4 ones with the floral in the middle. And then I just picked a random, piece for the bottom, which I just did stitching because that's going to be the bottom. So this is fabric which I've, you can see it on here as well, slow stitched. Oh my goodness, my words. Not slow stitched, where you invisible stitch, that's the one. So I did that on all of them, and I'm going to I'm just having those 3 layers. It's still going to have a lining, and I may have the lining in this fabric as well, but I've got a roll of it, and it was a bit thicker than the calico. So I'm going to so what you do is you get the calico. I'm just copying the method that Corinne is doing on her channel. I haven't made myself a rice bag yet. She goes, oh, you'll get addicted. So I thought, well, I've got these and I need to finish off projects, but I thought, well, while I'm making her one, I'm going to make one for myself. So I'll be taking this, starting the process here, taking it with me when I go to her place. So there's the 5 there, including the base, which is already done, which is on the bottom. I hand stitched that, whereas on mine, I just went on the machine because I have got 8 packs of sort of the pinks and all that kind of stuff. You'll see that if you go to my website, you can see there's the sort of the pinks, and then there's the blues. And I've got photos of what is in them, but some of them are slightly varying. So it's what I had available, and I matched it up as best. They're all beautiful, no matter which one you have. And so I've got, 8 of each. 8 of the pinks and 8 of the blues. And then there was only like 4 bits left, so I had to Frankenstein a piece, which I put over the top, and that's why I did it on the machine so that I knew that it would stay down. So that's my base. I would have done it by hand, but as you can see here, that's a bit that I put over, and I thought, well, it'll be fine for the base. So what I have done, I've got, there was a lot of the blues, so I thought I'd just have, and that was what was left over. So in this one, I'll probably highlight that and maybe have it like here and maybe get some of this, whereas in that one I'll probably pick out maybe the blue. See how it's, all depends where it's from. You got some of it's being washed, but because it's the frill, it it's a bit, it's dirty. 75 years of dust will do that. And then I've got 2 of these. So what I will get you to do is, if you're going to be making one of these, so like I said, go onto my website, which is linked below, and it'll have, unlike what I've got, you'll have 4 4 pieces, and then the one in the bottom corner here in the fitches is the base, or you can use that whatever. You got 5 pieces. The size is 6.5, which is about, where are we? Corinne did it the width of the ruler, so that's what the width of the piece is, to make it easier. So it's the width of a ruler. I mean, you've all probably seen Corinne make quite a heap of these, but go onto her channel and show you. But I thought I'll just show you me, you know, starting up and what you need to do if you get these pieces. So you'll get it and it'll come like that, and it's because it's not quite big enough until you undo this. So I've done those already and just iron them, and it's amazing that once you unpick it, it's exactly enough for the 6.5. I'll show you in a minute. Be careful. One of them where was it? Yeah, it ripped. So I'm going to show you a trick on how to fix that. So hold it underneath and rip it slowly if you don't want to risk it, because that's all you've got. I guess my iron. Use the unpicker. So because I've got 14 packs of 5 in each, I wasn't going to be unpicking them all. I thought I'll leave you to do it, because you only have to do your own, and some of them I think have been unpicked. And so what I'm going to do here is I've got the iron there. I'm just going to give it a spray, because it's been folded like that for quite a few years. So give it a spray with a bit of water. And then I've got the iron over here. I'm going to spray it. Oh, it smells really good. I've got, I put lavender, a bit of lavender oil in my spray bottle, and it just smells so nice. Okay, getting there, got to let it dry. So we are going to cut these 6.5 by 6.5. So I might have to get my ruler out, and my rotary cutter is on the blink. So if you hear a beep beep, it'll be just my my iron. Now, so these have already been cut out 6 by 6, and the wadding. So that's what you need: calico, wadding, and your piece of fabric. And I think that's enough. I think Corinne uses this canvasy stuff, but because this is a little bit thicker, and so is that, it's enough. So okay, I'll get my ruler in. Hang on, move this out of the way. I'll just plug it underneath, and then I slide my piece. Okay, this one we're going to focus on. Actually, I might focus on some of that as well. So I'll go over. And where's my pen? Rather than normally you'd go with a ruler, but I'm going with a pen because my rotary cutter is a bit dead. Well, I think because it's just being ironed, the heat pen is resisting. Just let it cool down a bit. Yeah, so no matter which pack you get, it'll be beautiful. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is there we go. Now what I might do, maybe go over it just a tad. So this only has a slither that I cut off. And then on this side I'll just go straight like that, because it's a bit cut, so in some of it they're, some of it, you know, like you might have some where they just make the 6.5, and other ones you've got plenty, because there's some where I've cut it. I think the one with the tulip and the what is it, the freesias, sometimes they're really close together, and I've given you the choice whether you can do the tulip or the freesia. I've cut it wide enough that you can make that choice. Okay, tiny little bit left. You can probably put that in your pile of scraps that you can use, because it is awesome vintage fabric. I've got a little pile of scraps. Give it a bit of an iron again. Get rid of that red mark. And then that's my one piece. I could probably, if you really don't like those little these little holes, you just go over there with it. Okay, let's see if I can fix that one that's got that hole in it. I'll see what we can do with that. So pretty, the morning glory. Okay, we're gonna yeah, I thought since Corinne's making one for me, and she, you know, it is a good idea. I've got this shelf up just above me that I wouldn't mind having a whole heap of these little bags that I can put bits and pieces in, because I've got, oh, I've just got this sitting there that would be really good in one. I've got, you know, piles of these that would be good to have in one. I've got my doilies. Corinne's doing a doily one, so that see how that just fits. Yeah, Corinne's doing a doily one for me, so I'll probably use that to put my, you know, cut up doily bits like these pieces in. So yeah, and then it'd be good to have up the top here, which I can just grab down when I need it, for specific things. This one I might use to put some vintagey fabrics in, because this is old fabric. So what I'm going to do, hopefully I'm still in camera. Yeah, see, it's barely, it's not worth saving that. So what I want to do with that little hole, just take a little bit of this, and I'm going to put it underneath and glue it with my fabric glue, and then we do invisible stitch, sort of go over it a couple of times. I mean, we could probably leave it, it's not that big of a deal, the hole. We'll see how we go. Okay, I mean, if you've got a rotary cutter, use a rotary cutter. So this bit here, it's got a bit of purple on there. I'm wondering if that would go okay underneath. So what we're going to do, probably too purple, maybe use the underside, just cut it off, maybe fray the edges a little bit. This seems a bit thicker than the other pieces. Okay. Okay, I might just have that there like that. Let's have a look. There we go. And then that'll go over the top of that. You probably won't see it anyway. These bits aren't even worth saving. So that's how you fix a hole. There's a little bit of blue, that'll dry. Clear, that's got a little bit of a hole too, but that's okay. By the time we put it on this, the fluffy side down. over this. There we go. And then I'm going to pin, where's my little pins? Here we go. I usually only stick about 5. And I just go across. Some of your pieces may have, see, it's got this bit in there, and I think that's from when I had it in the dryer. That's the sort of like a bit of lint, so you just take it off. It's all good. Yeah, got a little bit of lint in the middle there too. Doesn't really worry me that I've got 2 sides the same. I've got 2 of these ones and 2 of the other ones, and even this on the bottom is a bit of, I thought, well, it matches. Because honestly, you only ever see 2 sides at a time. The other 2 sides will be on the back wall, and yeah, unless you want to, you know, change it over. And I'm going to put little bits and pieces on. I'll be putting, you know, I might even chuck a doily in that corner to help cover that as well. So there we go. So that's up to the invisible stitching, which is what I've done here. That one, I really do love that daisy. There's quite a few in the, I think the daisies are in the blue ones. So yeah, and it's got a little bit of the lily there, but yeah, so that's what we are going to do. So I'll continue. There we go, the fluffy bit here. And I've just you know, Frankenstein some pieces together. Now there's that one. That one's good, and I've still got to do this one. Okay, that's the top. Now which way are we going to do it? Yeah, we're going to do it that way because I want to incorporate some of that as well. Okay, hopefully I'm in camera there. And grab them. Yeah, this is the not so interesting part, but it's all got to be done. The fun part is putting it together. I actually don't mind doing, I was just talking to Corinne before this filming. I said I quite enjoy doing the invisible stitching. It's quite, you know, quite relaxing. Now this part here, I want this to be the focus, so maybe some of this purple. So we could probably have it over so I don't have any of that chalk. That'll be on the end anyway. So much quicker if you've got a rotary colour, but you know, mine are a bit blunt. I can try this look. Oh yeah, see, not the best. There goes my, yeah. See, they're just hopeless. So I'm just going to continue doing this. Need a new thing. Okay. That'll go into the, see, that's worth keeping with my other little scraps. Really love the blue in this. I mean, the green. It's really nice. So these are the little scrappy bits that I can keep. I've got this beautiful thing which goes really nice with it, and I'm putting that one on Corinne's as well. I'm just going to get some yo-yos and bits and pieces. Okay. Try and get as much of that middle flower, because that's going to be the one that I highlight on that one, rather than the blues, which I'll highlight the blues and the tulip on the other one. I think I'm running out of ink. That's probably the truth of this. I'm needing to finish project. This was year and I was going to finish projects. I've got so many unfinished stuff to do, but then when Corinne mentioned this, maybe, I thought, oh well, since I'm there I might as well make myself one. But I've still got to work. I'm still working in the background on my jacket. Okay. Yep, that's it. So fluffy side. Oh, is this a bit big? I think it is. Maybe I haven't cut that yet. Oh, there you go. There you go. The fabric certainly lets you know whether you've cut it right or not. There we go. Okay. Then we got this. Couple of pins. And when you're using this sort of linen upholstery fabric, I probably will sew it like Corinne sewn it. Now, the closest I've come to making this rice bag is that hexagon bag that we made, the squishy bag. Was it the squishy bag? I think. Okay, now last one. And that's the Morning Glory. Isn't it beautiful? I definitely want to get that leaf in because I think the leaf is stunning. The leaf and the bit of a daisy there. You're doing it this way too. You know, like, well, you guys are cutting anyway, so. Okay, I think it's seen better days. Yep, definitely. Okay. Okay, we'll do it there. And I'm getting the daisy in. Okay. Well, so this is the last one. You can hear the growling of the motorbike guy next door. Okay. See, this is big enough to keep. Might give that an eye. It's got blue and red all over it. There we go. And this. And then I'll take away the ruler, and we don't want the glariness of the ruler. Okay, take that away. Big beast. Okay, and we'll come back with that. Pre-cut the wadding. That on me. Okay, like little layers, little sandwich layers. Okay, now the kits that I've got, you don't have to make this, you know, they're bigger than the 6.5 by 6.5, so they're good squares, and some of them are, you know, got a little bit bigger than that. You could use it to make whatever. So, okay. But it is perfect for these. Now, got these babies. This one I cheated and I just put a bit of glue down and went on the machine and sewed. I'm not even, this bit there is bugging me. There we go. I don't think it's going anywhere. Okay, so base done. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly show you the invisible thread. What did I use? Yep, I used this. And where are you? Not too skinny. Is it this one? Yeah, you sort of want a longish one. Get rid of that. I just got a good thread. And I go around the outside doing the invisible stitch and go across the middle. So that it's just enough to take the pins out. Okay, how many minutes have we got? I'd say it's been a while. Oh, 27. Oh, we can keep going. Okay, I might as well do this one first. Have that down there. So I'm going to start here and then just do an invisible stitch around the edge, about a 1/4 of an inch in, because a lot of this anyway, the 1/4 of an inch, and as quickly as that you've already taken out one pin. When you sew it, you've got to keep that 1/4 of an inch for your sewing bits. If you want to, you can sew it together and not have the edges showing, which is what I did with my little hexagon bag. But this lends itself to, you know, because it's all frayy, because even this on the back here is a bit of linen. So that's what I mean, it gets done pretty quick. And you go in and enough just to hold it down, as you can see with those bits that I've pre-done for Corinne's piece. It's held down, and that's what you want. Okay, like that. I'll just finish doing this and then we could probably turn it off. Yeah, Corinne come up with that suggestion, and I thought it's a really good idea, because I mean it's easy to buy stuff for each other for Christmas, but you know, I'll be going there in July, so she'll probably be, we can do a Christmas in July. Hand over the stuff. I don't think she's going to be waiting until December before she uses it. yeah. And when she's, you know, she suggested I make one for her in my style and stuff that is me, which is vintage fabric, and that's why I made that one with the lily, because the lily is Susanna and the tulip is, you know, Dutch, my Dutch heritage, and using the old fabric. And then I'm going to use bits of lace and doilies and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be beautiful. Like this just matches beautifully with it. So I've got a couple of them, just, you know, really nice pieces of fabric. It'll evolve, and so I'll be bringing it with me to her place. I'm going to go there a little bit earlier than when the retreat starts, so I'll have a bit of time with just her before the gang arrive. All of them are going to be coming. She's going to have a house full of people soon too, with all of Gaz's pinball stuff. So, and then I have quite a few people there for the retreat as well. Should be fun. I'm going to get up to all sorts of mischief. Now, that'll do me. One more. And it's a perfect colour for it. If you can get something that's going to match it really well, this is just such a good colour. I mean, you see it. You'll see the crisscross when you, you know, sew it, but it's going to have a lining, so you won't get to see that. It's just I happen to have that nice fabric that was thicker, and I've got a big bolt of it. I had it in a kit along with other fabrics quite a while ago. It's been sitting there for a while, so it gives me a chance to use it. This is very vintagey. I've picked the, you know, see this is really faded. Like, look at the difference between, you know, faded and old, and this is a bit brighter. So, yep. So I'll do just this and we'll be done. So, yeah, always nice to have a homemade gift. Okay, and then now this is just going to go across. Rough sewing. Have no idea where I'm going. Probably it's a bit wibbly wobbly on the other end, but doesn't matter. See, this will probably help hold that hole down. I love that purple. It's very vintagey looking. It's sort of like a mauve colour. Take that middle one out. See, just like that. You know, you've got your piece done. I'll probably have to redo another piece for the other side. I can now stitch it. It's worth the bit of extra work. I can stitch it without getting jabbed by the jolly pins, because that's annoying. Okay, it's a little bit yarn crumbly. Someone's got loud music on out in the background. So yeah, I've still got some bigger pieces left too. They're really big pieces with that do have the lily in them, but they are really big, so just remember that. I've got 3 of them, and I've got 3 of them left, and then 4 of the rectangle, because I found another piece of that rectangle one. So there's still bigger pieces that you can use for making, you know, something like a project, a bigger project. Whereas I had all of these bits and pieces, and it was definitely worth cutting up and using it. Not quite enough. There we go. And then that one's ready to go. Oh my goodness. There we go. Actually, that little bit there might be enough just to finish off this. There was this little bit annoying. It must have been, I don't know, attached on there somewhere. So 2 bits come off. Here we go. Really good thread. Got that given to me by a friend who said it's, you know, what the army uses apparently for sewing their stuff. Like, it's really good thread. So I'm like, oh yeah, no worries, I'll take that. And I found it to be quite good for doing this sort of work. And on Corinne's base, where are we? I actually used it to stitch, and it just because it's such a good colour, I hand stitched that on hers, and I only had to do it the one way. So nice and sturdy. But yeah, it looks really nice. I thought I'll do it with the thinner thread rather than using like a DMC or a pearl cotton. The leaf is rather nice. I might highlight the leaf and around, you know, around here and here. So, because I've got to do other little bits and pieces as well. So, I'll do that now. What I'm going to do, since I've got this piece and I've got a bit of thread on there, what I am going to do, this is ready to go. This is ready to do some stitching. And I want to cover that a little bit of a hole. So what I'm going to do, which end is which? So I'm going to have that on there like that and just have it coming in. Where are we? Where's that? Where's my thing? It's Corinne's. There it is. Just do a couple of little end bits and have it sitting there like that. There we go. So those bits are there like that. And you don't get rid of those. You'll probably use that in something else. And there's that little bit that I'm going to, I might just stitch it down on the bottom just so it holds there. Oop. Oh, it's going to break on me, I know it. There we go. Yay! Because I'm trying to grab this bit here. There we go. I mean, that's going to all be put into the, you know, the end bit, and I'll probably put a button or something in there, but this just lends itself to that very well. There you go. Made a start on my one. Since I'm going to be doing it, I've got to stop doing the one for Corinne because I've started and I'm like, no, I've got to stop it because I'm going to be doing it when I'm over there and before I go to Corinne's I'm leaving here on the 28th of June to go to my niece's. So I'll be there for about 5 days, so I'll probably work on it then as well. So, you know, if I keep working on it, I'm going to have it done. I'll pull a Corinne because she tends to do that. Get stuff done, goes gung-ho, and and it's finished. Like her Just Because quilt. It's supposed to be all year, and she's finished it, done and dusted, and the Gosling. She's a machine, I tell you. Now, okay, well, I will finish up using this piece, and then I'll come back a little bit later. So at least the edge is sewn down. I might grab that, go down, and then I've got to sew it down a little bit more on the edges. There we go. There you go. Is that? Ow. When I've got no feeling left there anymore. This is why I use that bit to try and stop myself from getting jabbed. Now, there we go. Cute. So we'll come back on there, and then I'll probably oh, this is pretty, but I think it's too big. Oh no, I do like that side because it's got that reddy pinky in it. Oh, this is nice too. See how it's got that purple and it's a bit flatter. Oh yeah, I think I like that one. And these ones, I've got this one in my other piece, so yeah, I'm going to use that. There you go. I better be careful because I'll be sewing here and here. That just matches better. Okay. It's amazing, see? Because that's up there and I know that's there, and this is what I want to have these for, so I can drag these down. Okay, I've got vintage fabrics in these colours in there, and you know, like I make your pieces. And that's why Corinne's made so many of them, and so yeah, I'll probably make a few, but I'm gonna still want to finish off bits and pieces. So with this one and the one she's going to give me, I'll have 2, and then I might make one out of these, leftover these, and maybe do a what's it called, like I've done on the back of my jacket, log cabin, one with log cabin each side in that one. So that would be nice. Well, there you go. So that's my start. And yeah, go onto the website and have a sticky. And I've also got some beautiful tablecloths. They're lace ones that it's coming. So if you're after a lace tablecloth, you know, I've washed them. I just need to iron and take photos and do all that. So I've probably got about maybe 4 coming up. So let me know if you're interested, and I'll probably have it in maybe by the end of the week. But these are up now. So, okay, no worries, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, yeah, see, it looks great already. Pretty, pretty, pretty. It's got this little line there, but that's, you know, that's part of the look of it. Oh, I like it. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I'll catch you later. So, yeah, 44 minutes is pretty long time. Bye.